Hey guys. Oh man, is all the audio working? I hope you're all right. Hey friends, I've been wanting to live stream from home for a while because that intro is a lot of fun. Okay, how are you? Wow, there's 45 people. Wow, let's do some shouts here. Here's Torch Atlas. I can't talk. Jonathan, Alan Osborne, Water, Genosis, NXT Tech, Tony Young, Lance Kirkman, Patrick, Pierre, Tech for Your Needs. What's up, dude? Powerfulest Killer, Peter. What's up, man? Okay, Patrick, Pierre, Ken. Hey, what's up, man? Ken is on the Discord. If you're not on the Discord chat server, there is a link down below in the description for that. You should totally join us. It's a cool place. Julio. I said Julio. That is the widest thing to say. I'm the worst with names. Okay. That's so embarrassing. Let's see. Tech Grant, what's up, man? Let's see. Wow, there's a lot of familiar people. Mark. El Jefe's here. Life of Lewis. Okay, Cliff. Bobby. Super fast and cool guy. What's up, man? Wow, Adrian. Hey, so one thing that you can do, if you're asking me a question, make sure you tag me. It makes it a lot easier for me to notice it, and then I'll go from there. And guys, for the mods here, feel free to be liberal about banning people if you need to, if they're being ridiculous. I don't know why people do that. 66 people here. Wow. Holy, what? Zach. Thank you. Holy moly. I was not expecting that. Thank you. I'm pretty sure he did that on Travis's last live stream. So there's, wow, I'm really shook. Thank you. Woo, Jaime, thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm like shaking. Oh my gosh. Thank you. So if you I'm gonna release. I don't even remember what I was gonna talk about. I'm going to release a video, and after this live stream, and what you'll want to do is in the comments, do not use a hashtag, otherwise the filter will catch you. So that's a key part. But say thank you, Zach, in the comments. But yeah, thank you so much, Zach. That's awesome. And then make sure you go over to his channel. He's a sweet guy. Actually watch his video. Don't just go on the video and comment on it and just say Brandon or This Is Tech Today sent you. Just actually watch his videos and engage with him. He's making great stuff. And he's a Star Wars nerd, and I want him to make a Star Wars channel. Just nudge him. Let's see, Mark, let's see. What do you think of the off-center hole punch that may be on the Google Pixel 4? Oh man. So okay, if it's like the Galaxy S10 and 10 Plus, it actually kind of makes sense. I used to be the person that would want it in the center, but it actually makes more sense on the corner. It just seems more natural to me now. What I absolutely don't want is the fingerprint scanner in the screen. Whoa, Water, thank you. Dude, even at $2, anything, the fact that you guys are even super chatting anything, I'm so thankful for you. Thank you. Seriously. Wow. But yeah, the off-center thing doesn't bother me. I can't stand these in-display fingerprint scanners. Oh, it actually worked pretty well. It's kind of a hit and miss thing. So they have that, and then here's the OnePlus 7 Pro. So that works. This one's actually way faster than the Galaxy S10 Plus. I really like this phone, especially the screen. The camera's super goofy. Let's see. This is so silly. Peter, wow, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Wow. Yeah, I'm so humbled by this. This is probably the most super chatting that has ever happened on any live stream ever. Thank you. Yeah, that'll help me pay for my eHarmony subscription so I can find a girlfriend. Single life. No. Yeah, so this is really cool. The one thing that I really don't like about all these multi-camera phones is that the quality of all the other lenses is really quite poor. It's like more apparent on the OnePlus 7 Pro on its display for some reason. You go to like another like lens and you can see that it's all desaturated and kind of like fuzzy looking. Ken, thank you for the super chat. Wow. You guys are just like going crazy. I've never seen this before. Oh, no way. Hey, Uriah. Hey, how's it going? I don't know if I pronounced that right. Let's see. Yeah, once again, if you have any questions, make sure that you do the @ThisIsTechToday so that I can see it. Make sure you keep up with that. Otherwise, it's so easy to get lost in here. But yeah, there's like 80 of you in here. This is nuts. Let's not talk about capitalism. I don't know. I'm like pretty exhausted from that Huawei video, all the comments and stuff. Oh boy. You'll never stop this chat now. Yeah, I feel like I have to like wait for them to expire before I can launch the video. And Zach is gonna be, I don't know how long that's gonna last for. I might be stuck. But yeah, like the Huawei video is a very interesting one. I wanted to talk about specifically how this whole ban affects us as consumers, not just in America, but around the world. But I was just doing all this research, and there's just so much that's there. I couldn't keep up with everything. And so I got a little bit overwhelmed. I realized, whoa, NXT LV Tech, thank you for the super chat. We should do a roundtable on phones, Hangout StreamYard. That's interesting. Yeah, if you are not following me on Twitter, on the tweeters, make sure you do that, and you tweet at me, and then I can kind of keep an eye on that, and we can see if there's opportunities for collaboration. Genosis, thank you so much. Oh my gosh. I've never seen this before. Thank you guys. You're so generous. Whoa. Lava Girl paycheck. Absolutely. That is so funny. Ken, you're funny. But yeah, like I got pretty overwhelmed while writing that script, and I actually just kind of had a adult temper tantrum and laid on the ground. I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't want to do this. And there just wasn't enough time. And it was because I realized I was starting to write a script that would have been like 40 minutes long or something like that. And that just was not sustainable. So I broke it up. So we'll have little bits and pieces. I don't want to go like too heavy on the Huawei stuff because I feel like that could be a bit of a burnout. But we'll like sprinkle it in here and there, especially as things develop. Let's see. You've come a long way, Brandon. Stay humble. This channel is growing, my dude. Thank you so much, Patrick. Yeah, like seriously, it's the craziest thing. What is it? Just barely over 3 years old, the whole channel. It's crazy how fast life changes and everything. I'm trying to get to the point where I could like get help, like not mentally, but like get help to make more content and things like that, but like most of all get to the point where everything is sustainable enough where I can quit my job, my full-time job, and make more content for you. Usually what ends up happening if I'm trying to put out a lot of videos is I'm staying up to like 2 o'clock in the morning or later on regular, so end up getting like I don't know, 3 or 4 hours of sleep in a night because I work that full-time job, the part-time job, all this stuff. So I definitely want to get to a point where I can make more content for you guys. So thank you for those who watch the videos and actually like check out the sponsors and stuff, because those are the sponsors are the ones that hands down are going to get me to a point where I can do this full-time. So I really appreciate that. Let's see. So there's the deal, and I can get the S10e for me and my mom, but I also want the Pixel 3a plus buds. Okay. Blue cheese. Yeah, thank you for the super chat. We can do that. We can do that. We can. Thank you. So yeah, the question that comes up with if you want the, oh man, I'm like tied down. Let's see if I can reach the Pixel 3a. Okay. So the question ends up being, I think you're not. Yeah, you do. You do give me a hard $5 super chat. Thank you guys. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Thank you. But yeah, it depends on what you want. For your mom, that sounded so insulting. But for your mom, she probably only needs a 3A, right? But even like for me, with the in-display fingerprint reader on the Galaxy S10, like first of all, this phone is incredible. This is the first Samsung phone that I like absolutely like love like crazy, but it's ruined by the fingerprint scanner. Like I get so frustrated. So it makes me want to go back to the 3A. So we'll see. It depends on what you're looking for. The S10e has that capacitive fingerprint sensor on the side, which is really nice. And it's fairly inexpensive, and you can get a lot of like really high quality materials out of it. So I think it's a great deal. Just know that you're paying just a little bit more than something like the OnePlus 7 Pro, which in terms of specs, if you care about doing them back to back, this one's definitely this one's definitely like way more spec'd out. There's like a couple of weird things that some people are having issues with though, where like the top corner is not registering touches, so keep that in mind. Ooh, the summertime's coming around, so my asthma is acting up, so sorry if I cough a little bit. Wow, there's almost 100 of you here. This is crazy. Thank you for giving up some of your time and just joining me to hang out. I really appreciate that, seriously. Julio, what do you think about the iPod? That will they appear with that again? It doesn't make sense. You know what? I actually think that the new iPod Touch is really cool. At $200, it's a great opportunity. You know, like a lot of people who just want to simplify things, not have like a bunch of things all in one, it makes a lot of sense for that. It was funny, someone was talking to me about how you can get a used iPhone and that was a better deal, but then I looked up on Swappa and the iPhone 7 used, which is like the comparable processor, right? That was like $10 or $20 less than a brand new iPod Touch, but it's used and doesn't have a warranty. So that didn't make a lot of sense. And then they suggested getting like an iPhone 6 or iPhone SE. And at that point, like you're getting outdated stuff once again used without a warranty. So it didn't make sense. So I think like the price point is actually really cool and really great. S10e screen better than Pixel 3a? Yeah, definitely. Mark, on the topic of Samsung offering trade-ins with compensation for current Huawei users, do you think this is slightly dirty business or Samsung just looking out for the consumer? I really don't think that's dirty. I mean, providing people with options and them, you know, using it if they want to, they can. Like there are a lot of people who have asked me in the comments if they should get rid of their phone or if they should, or what other phone they should get because they're afraid of having a Huawei phone. So there's definitely a sentiment of concern out there for people, you know, and like whether or not like it's warranted or not, like I'm not really going to go into that part, but it is, you can't discount people's discomfort and what they feel secure in. That's like an emotional thing. If you feel that someone's constantly spying on you, like, and it may be possible even from the United States, like things like that, like that's a hard thing to sleep with, especially for an older generation like parents and stuff like that. So I really don't blame them for wanting to get rid of the Huawei phones. So Samsung providing an option makes a lot of sense, and it's good business. I think it's smart, but I don't really think it's dirty. How long do you think the new iPod would get updates? I don't know. One thing that I was talking with a friend with that would be really cool is having an iPod Classic with an SSD in it. Like really go like retro. Have like Wi-Fi in there so you can at least like stream or download things and you don't have to use like cable and stuff like that. But actually having an iPod Classic would be really cool. Ooh, I didn't realize my asthma was gonna act up like this. Dreams Kings, if OnePlus can perfect the camera software, it would be excellent overall phone, right? Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I think this phone is crazy good. Yeah, it's just the downsides are like those other cameras. I do like wireless charging. It's not a deal breaker, but it's also just like huge. It's really big. So if like size is a bit of a concern for you, that might be a huge deal breaker. Like this thing is massive. Like here's the 3A next to this phone. It like dwarfs it. It's crazy. Genosis, that second rear camera on the Pixel 4, what do you think it is, zoom or wide angle? I think, if I were to guess, I don't know for sure, I'm just guessing, because they have software to help with zooming, maybe it's an ultra wide. That's just kind of like a logical conclusion type of thing. If they had a zoom and they already have the software for zoom, I feel like that's a missed opportunity. So maybe an ultra wide would work out. But I think there's a lot of issues with adding more cameras. Like first of all, like I have all these moment lenses like right here, and it gives you those different focal lengths with the main camera, and it looks really good because it maintains the quality of that main camera. If you go to the other lens, well, you have a lesser quality sensor, and that's an added cost to you for something that I think is kind of a gimmick. Like if you think about it, DxOMark gave this, the OnePlus 7 Pro, a really high mark because it just had extra cameras. But that doesn't mean the cameras are actually good. Like each individual camera is really good. It just means that it has more options. So keep that in mind. Get your inhaler, Brandon. Sorry. What are your demographics like? Primarily male. It is that 25 to 30, 32 or 34 age range is number one, and then 18 to like 24 is like the second. What's up, GameSki? Thanks for joining, man. Yeah, like Peter makes a really good point that the 3A has a really premium feel, and I agree. And I don't know if you saw the jerry rig everything, but like this thing is durable, and it matches up with exactly what I said about it in my the Pixel 3A was not meant for you, is that even though it's not made of glass and metal, it's plastic. It feels premium, and it will scratch and it'll ding, but it won't shatter. And there's like a benefit to actually having a plastic phone because of that. Haptics are really good, for sure. In terms of Android phones, the order would definitely be Pixel 3 proper, 3A, and then the OnePlus 7 Pro. They actually did a really good job on the haptics on this one. Julio, someone sell me the LG V40 for $400, brand new for my father. Is it a good option? I don't know, man. You know, like, even though like I make a lot of videos and have a lot of phones here, I still have to buy most of them. Like the only ones that are sent out to me are the Google ones, which I'm really thankful for. Thank you, Google. The other ones I have to buy. So when I have to consider what phones to actually purchase, I have to think about what would actually kind of, you know, have its return, you know, from making videos. And LG unfortunately isn't one of them. I'm just not at a point where I can afford that, or they will send it to me. So I don't want to give you the incorrect advice, if that makes sense. So there's a lot of other great reviewers out there that could review it for you, that actually have it in their hands, and I would totally encourage you to go over there. Why do you not have AirPods? I actually have them in a box in my room, and it's been sitting there for like almost a month. So, Joyce, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Yeah, like, so those AirPods are in another room, and I bought them so that I can make a video with one of my other friends who's a professional audio engineer. I'm also a professional audio engineer. Unfortunately, I can't ever seem to get my audio right on a live stream, so I'm using a little lapel. Figures. But he went on tour for Pamplemousse and Scary Pockets. So I'm not sure if you know who those artists are, but Jack Conte, the CEO of Patreon, is one of the musicians in the bands, and so he mixes all the music for their videos, but also when I tour with them. So I want to have like a fun video where we both try out AirPods 2 for the first time, because I've never ever used them before, and we just kind of react to it from a professional audio engineer perspective. I think that would be fun, and plus I need to like hang out with my friends more. Zach, come to Canada. Oh yeah. I've used my OnePlus 6 to edit all of my YouTube videos so far. I think it would be beneficial to upgrade to the OnePlus 7 for the extra processing power. NX TLV Tech asked that question. You know what? Like, the question that I would have is, do you feel that you are running into roadblocks, or it's frustrating or slowing you down? A lot of times we see something that's really shiny and pretty and things like that, and then we want to go and buy it, but we don't actually have to. You know what I mean? If the thing that's working out for you right now is good, then feel free to stick with that. Pixel 3 XL. I still need to make my long-term review. It's just been so busy. I cannot recommend the Pixel 3a XL or Pixel 3 at this moment, which is crazy. Blue cheese. What? Wait, what? Explain that. I'm curious. 7761. What do you think about the Redmi K20 Pro? Not too familiar with the more fringe brands or auxiliary brands that are not as popular in the United States, just because I don't have the opportunity to test them out, unfortunately. Oh yeah, blue cheese, you're right. Mark has a question. As a consumer commenter in the tech world, how hyped do you think people might get over an electric car made mostly out of paper composite? What? My charity is planning this. Wow, Mark, that is interesting. You should explain that. I imagine paper would be lightweight, eco-friendly for sure, but I would be concerned about the rain or any sort of weather. That's interesting. I've never heard of that. I imagine that's like really, really thick layers, multiple layers over and over again of paper, and somehow that the multiple layers create some sort of rigidity to it. But I'm curious. You know, you can just say blue, right? Okay. Okay, blue. Hey, Han Solo's here. My life is complete. Zach, I'm wondering, have you had Han Solo in your live stream? Do you like the Samsung AirPods? Yeah, I really do. I actually use them regularly now. I think they look better than AirPods. It's just a personal preference of mine. And they, for the most part, are pretty reliable. I've had a couple, like one random day where they constantly were like connecting, so you could hear the chirp over and over again. So that was kind of interesting. But as a whole, I think the design and the case and everything is really soft and clean. I just wish it worked more reliably on other phones besides Samsung phones, because there's definitely a preference on Samsung. Peter, have a good night. Thank you so much for joining me. Do you think the Pixel 4 leaks are credible? Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one, to be honest. Okay, Zach. Thank you so much. Love you, buddy. Seriously, thank you so much. Let's see. Pixel 3a audio. Are you talking about from Han Solo? If you're talking about speakers, they sound great. Surprisingly good, especially at that price range. I kind of like covered this in the video about why the Pixel 3a was not meant for you, as in like the die-hard spec nerds, so to speak. And it hits all the right points. The feel's right, the camera is fantastic, the screen is great, sound is great, and it's actually really like fast for what you would normally get in that price range. So yeah, like it's all the things that impact your perception or feeling when using a phone, and that's like brilliant. Fortnite, let's play. I've never played Fortnite before, other than opening it up and like moving it around just to test out whether or not like the Pixel 2 XL could run it. Mark, we're working on a method of turning paper fibers into a strong light material that has similar properties to high density plastic. Want to replace metal? Website on my channel. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. You're welcome, Han. So yeah, that is like one of the most unique things I've ever heard. So I'll check that out. Thanks for pointing that out. That's so cool. Yeah, maybe if you end up in a spot where like you have something that's like really functioning and everything, it'd be kind of cool to see if there's an opportunity to check that out. Oh, Jazz Culture Tech, great. I love when creators ask me questions, so thank you for asking those questions and feel free to do so. So Jazz Culture Tech, the best thing to do first is to just continue to create, but have a purpose in mind. Have like an audience that you're trying to reach. The hard part is that a lot of times people don't know that when they start, and it's hard to even know that when you do start. So you have to just make stuff, and then it kind of comes together, so to speak. You like stumble upon it. To be honest, in many ways, like I'm still experimenting with a lot of things myself. So you just have to maintain a little bit of consistency amongst all the videos, and you might like throw in like, kind of a wild card. So like tonight's video is actually a little bit of a wild card. I think you'll like it. But it's fun. Let's see. Oh yeah, like get on my case about this because I need to finish my video on this. And then, hold on, let me see if I can grab this. I got this case, and I need to edit the video for it tonight and tomorrow and things like that to hopefully make sure I post it on Friday. So what's in this box? Ooh. So that'll be fun to find out. Let's see. Oh yeah, what country am I in? I'm in the United States. I grew up in Illinois, live in SoCal now. Let's see. Dreams Kings. Do you think the iPhone will get a night mode in the primary camera app? I would be surprised if they didn't, to be honest. Hoping to work with Tesla to make the car out of Tesla components. Whoa. That's such an interesting and fascinating thing that almost sounds like not even possible. But the people who do the crazy things are the ones that change the world. So best of luck to you, for sure. That is so neat. Okay, so we are getting close to the time when I'm going to launch the video. So feel free to get your questions in real quick before I release it. And just make sure that when you see the little notification thing pop up or you get an email, can you click it and then go to it? But if you don't see that notification pop up, I'll paste the link in the chat and just go there and make sure you say thanks, Zach, in the comments, and we'll know that you're coming from the live stream. Also, for those who are here for the live stream, there is a special link for merch on there. You get 10% off with the promo code LIVE for being in the live stream. So the live streams, I don't know if you noticed this, they go away. I just remove them after they're done. So if you don't make it to live stream, sorry. But yeah, let's see. Mike Van Duze, hey, what's up, man? Why do you unlist the live? Does it mess up the algorithm? Most definitely it does. Jack Morris, have you tried an Apple Watch? I personally have not. Well, at least not for long, but I definitely know that it is the best option out there for smartwatches. It's just like a Qualcomm's fault, to be honest. They have not really focused on processors for smartwatches, and it's been to the detriment of everyone outside of Apple. So that's why we're not having anything all that interesting right now, unfortunately. Let's see. What's your take on the new MacBook Pros? There was a really cool thing on 9 to 5 Mac that just was released, I think, today. What's his last name? Benjamin. He made a really good point that I really thought I really appreciated, is that the Intel processors that are in there came out just a mere month or two before, and I think it's a month or two, and they're already in the laptops. So Apple is doing a fast turnaround. So I can appreciate that but they definitely need to get the thermals figured out and things like that. I'm not going to buy any MacBooks with the current design. I don't know if you can hear it right now. One of the reasons why I'm using a lav, which is not as good quality as my other one, is because this laptop, it sounds like a plane taking off. It's just, the fans are going like crazy, and it would have made the audio horrendous for you guys, and I just couldn't do it. Han Solo, no, I'm not dating Hannah Parrott. She's just a friend. Let's see. Sea of Blue. Okay, gotta run and catch up. Yeah. Thanks, Next Level Tech. Thank you for clarifying. Since I'm so bad with names. Let's see. Yeah, like anybody else have... oh, hey, PhotoFin. Thanks for joining us. What do you think the iPhone 11 will look like? Exactly what you would think, what the rumors are. Lance, that's so funny that this question's coming up. That is not something that is on the table, unfortunately. So let's see. Yeah, let's get the last couple questions in there, and we're gonna launch this video. Once again, once I make the video public, make sure you click that notification that pops up. Leave a comment in the comments saying thanks, Zach. And if it doesn't show up in the notifications, click on the link in the chat. Let's see, Julio. I buy Pixel 3a for my mom after I've seen your video about it. Thanks. Say hi to my mom. Hi, Julio's mom. Miss Martinez, thank you. Thanks for watching my stuff, and I'm glad I was able to help out with that, seriously. I try to take complicated things and make them accessible or simple. Like I hate when you talk to someone and they're like talking over you. So I really try to find like allegories or things like that to explain things. I just find that more helpful, and I like helping people. No worries. Let's see. Notifications are ready, boys and girls. Okay, so I am going to make this thing public, and then go over there, and I want to say thank you all to you who super chatted, but definitely all to you for just being here. You don't have to super chat for me to appreciate you or anything like that. Just the fact that you give your time and that you even care about anything that I make is incredibly humbling, and I'm really thankful and grateful for it. Like, seriously. Okay, it is now live. Oopsie. I suck at pasting that. Here's the link. You get the notification. Click on that or click on this link. So I want to thank you all so much for joining me. I'll try to answer the remaining questions in the chat because I don't want to like leave any of you out. And then once again, like I just want to say thank you for everything. Like I appreciate all of you. My life is forever changed, seriously, because of all this. All right, I love you guys. Have a good night or morning. Anyways, I'm so